Doma Sports Talk Worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So, y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, we're just enjoying the good weather. You know what I mean? So, it is what it is. Forget the lighting and whatever. Listen to what we're talking about. A couple of days back, one of my favorite fighters in Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder beat Derek Chisora. I think I did something on that. Not sure, right? But I was too upset to talk about it in detail. Deontay Wilder won via split decision, and I left it alone. And matter of fact, got away from totally with boxing for a minute, because a lot of times, it's just pissing me off right now. When you put boxing and politics and everything together, right now, it's just a little bit too much at the particular time. The social, what is it called, social identity threat and stuff like that. Just check out what that is. It's just kind of upsetting me right now. So it's hard to talk about the sport at the time. Now, watching Deontay Wilder and Derek Chisora, two guys that you knew was going to go to war, and I was totally wrong in my prediction. Remember, I said basically, uh, it's going to either be Wilder early or Chisora late, right? And I was wrong. It went to a decision. So that's good, just straight up wrong about it. It went to a decision. It was a lot of stuff, or a lot of things going on in the fight. A couple of little knockdowns, a couple of, they was falling back and forth. But while watching the fight, right, I had flashbacks, shades of Eddie Cotton, basically. Rest in peace, Eddie Cotton. Eddie Cotton is the referee who ref the fight between Mike Tyson and Lennox Lewis. And y'all know how I feel about Lennox Lewis. For me, Lennox Lewis is the heavyweight GOAT. I got Lennox Lewis beating every heavyweight throughout history. If they fought three times, I got Lennox Lewis 2 out of 3 against everybody. So that's just me. I got my reasons, but we ain't gonna get into it here. The point is, I roll with Deontay Wilder. I like Derek Chisora too because he's Derek Chisora. Through the years, I go for Derek Chisora in a lot of fights, but not all of them. I wasn't going for Derek Chisora when he fought David Haye, for example, or one or two other things. I think I wanted Kubrat Pulev to beat him or something. It's a couple of fighters that I would wanted to beat him, right? But I still like Derek Chisora. The thing about the Deontay Wilder and Derek Chisora fight, what pissed me off too much was the Eddie Cotton factor. You know, this referee was so out there. It was just so out there that I was just like, you know what, this is just ridiculous. And you could just see when the referee breaks. Look at Eddie Cotton and Lennox Lewis. When he's break, they're concentrating on one guy all the time. They're concentrating on one guy all the time. It's not like we're pushing both of them away. We push both of them away, and you're looking at one, hoping that he does something wrong or whatever. It just looks like, dude, you know, okay, you've been giving your instructions from somebody, right? But you're still out here in front of everybody, and we see it. And it was just too obvious in this Deontay Wilder versus Derek Chisora fight. The referee was all in that. Wilder got docked a point, and things were happening with Wilder constantly, hitting behind the head, and there was a whole lot of holding and grasping and this and that. Referee, it was just too one sided. He did pull them both together at one time, but it was just too one sided for me. So I was just like, man, I'm just sick of this fight. And in terms of the fight, it was decent for two 40-year-olds. A lot of people would say Wilder looked pretty good. He's looked okay. I'm a Wilder fan from jump, basically, from when I first seen him. You know what I'm saying? Even before the Bermain Stavern days, a few fights before that. Um, but Wilder even looks 40 to me right now. He just was decent in that fight. I think his jab could have been a little bit better. I think he could have used a little bit more movement. I think, because he's more athletic than he looks in these fights. Wilder's more athletic. Don't let them little skinny legs fool you. And I just thought he looked a little lethargic. He did what he had to do to win the fight. I think Wilder could have looked better, right? I've heard an interview of him saying he held back because he likes the guy, right? And he thought he was hurt the guy early. Could have been, but you can see all of that. He just did what he needed to do to win the fight, right? And I saw that, but at the end of the day, I was just hoping the Wilder won the fight and they both come out of that unscathed because you like both of the guys. I like the lead up. I like the fact of how they feel about each other and stuff like that. All good. but the referee stood out to me, and that's why y'all didn't hear nothing from me, right? Because I was like, this is pissing me off. It's really ridiculous. Because see, a lot of you people out there, you're not equipped to have empathy. You don't give a damn about something unless it happens to you. And that's probably what's wrong with the whole planet, to be honest with you. A lot of people don't care about things till it happens to them. Now, when it comes to Wilder, there's so much that's happened to this man. There's so much that's happened to this man around the boxing realm, right? He's been cheated on several occasions and he's constantly cheated. He should be just freaking out all the time, right? And if it was possible to sue some people, let other people look into this and investigate things instead of, just talking about them. Yeah, I'm talking about Tyson Fury too. All this, the dude's just constantly cheated, man, and it's not easy. He's not the greatest boxer ever, so he's got to be on an even playing field. And I'm thinking, damn, man, stop cheating the guy, you know. And this one was he was a little bit cheated here, but he got through it, and it's all good in the hood. But I didn't like it, and that's why I just refrained from saying something because I wasn't gonna be how I am now. I've calmed down about it. If I would have done a video then, it probably would have been a rant, and it probably would have been you know laden with swear words and stuff, which we try to refrain from here. We slip every now and then. So therefore, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna leave this one alone and whatever. And I didn't even really look at others' videos about it. I'm going to now. But I just wanted to make sure people know Wilder won the damn fight. I just felt it was shades of Eddie Cotton there, and I felt the man was cheated. But it's all good. We saw a good fight. Let's see what's going forward. As far as Deontay Wilder going forward, yeah, he can beat a few, but it's a few that he's not looking good enough to beat a few too. But we'll talk about that going forward. Right now, more power to the brother handling his business and moving forward and still wanting to fight at over 40 years old. Doma Sports Talk Worldwide. And we up out of here, y'all.